Alright, this sneakerhead trail, I'm back with you again. I'm going to be showing you guys how to freehand repaint the midsole of a pair of Jordan Bred 4s with no tape. First, you're going to need the Angelus deglazer. Get a cotton ball. Alright, make sure the cotton ball is not too soaked because you don't want the paint from the midsole spreading everywhere. You can start stripping it away. You don't need to strip it all off, just make sure that's smooth. It's alright if you get the black paint on where the white's supposed to be, just don't go too crazy and get a lot on there. Remember, you don't need to get all the paint off, just smoothing it out. Alright, so I stripped the whole shoe. This is what it should look like. Make sure everything is all smooth. After you strip the midsole, what I like to do is I like to clean the midsole to make sure there's no hairs left over from the cotton balls. So scrub it. Wipe the midsole down with something. Get up in the air bubble. Alright, so after you have the whole shoe stripped down, you want to use your Angelus black paint. Alright, so I got one coat on here. I let it dry for about 10 minutes. And I'm about to start on the next coat. You only need about 7 to 10 minutes between each coat for dry time. Some people be like 12 hours a day. But you don't need that long. See how my coat's nice and smooth? The first coat's not going to cover up all the whole midsole the first time, so don't put too much paint on it. For the black, you're going to need about 3 or 4 coats. Alright, I went ahead and did 3 coats of the black. As you can see, it's real solid. Next, I'll be painting the lower portion of the midsole with Angelus white paint. White's a little different than black. You need to do more coats of white, about 6 to 10. I would say, for good thickness. You want to start off with thin coat. Make sure you take your time on this. Try not to get the white on the black. Make sure you get the same dry time you did with each coat, the same at the black, about 5 to 10 minutes between each coat. I'll get back to you after I finish painting the white part. Alright, I went ahead and did 3 coats of the black. As you can see, it's real solid. Next, I'll be painting the lower portion of the midsole with Angela's white paint. White's a little different than black. You're gonna need to do more coats of white, about 6 to 10, I would say, for good thickness. You want to start off with thin coat. Make sure you take your time on this. Try not to get the white on the black. Make sure you get the same dry time you did with each coat, the same at the black, about 5 to 10 minutes between each coat. I'll get back to you after I finish. Alright, so I went and did 7 coats of the white. Came out pretty crispy. All lines straight. Alright, so next, sometimes you're gonna have a little extra paint left over, like on the edges. To get that off, just get some the glazer, pour a little bit in the cap. You can either use a Q-tip or you can dip your thumbnail into the deglazer just a little bit and start scrubbing it off. And it'll come right off. Alright, so I just cleaned up the edges. They're nice and crispy. Next, I'm going to be using the acrylic finisher to finish it off. Alright, some people use a rag, but I'm using cotton ball. Suck the cotton ball with it. then I usually just dab it on there. Make sure you don't get no hairs on there. Make sure the paint's not wet either. You're gonna put this on, let it sit, let it dry for about 10 minutes. Don't wear the shoe for about a day to let all the paint sit for a good amount of time.